Hi, it's Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another story to play for you. Today's story is a story from the Bible, Love and Hatred in the Family, for 1990. So let's get started. At the age of 17, Joseph found himself in an opposition. He was both the most loved person in his family and the most hated. His father Jacob adored him. Joseph's brothers hated him just because their father loved him the best. Jacob's love for Joseph showed in his eyes, in the way they snore when he saw Joseph. When he saw Joseph, Jacob's voice was always very tender. When he spoke to Joseph, the final proof of Jacob's love was a special coat he had made for Joseph, a coat of many colors. Joseph's brothers did not receive coats like it. Joseph found himself increased his brother's jealousy. He had dreamed, which he told his father. In one dream, all Jacob's sons had been tying up long stalks of wheat. These bundles, called sleeves, were lying in a field waiting to be picked up and stored in the barn. I dreamed last night, said Joseph to his brothers, that my staff suddenly uh, stood straight up, and then all your sleeves made a circle around mine and bowed to mine. The oldest brother understood this dream to mean that someday they would bow to Joseph as someone greater than himself. This idea made him furious. In another dream, Joseph saw the sun, moon, and stars bow to him. This even irritated his loving father a little. Jacob said, "Do you think your mother and I will be in your power? This is who you are. Mean by the sun and moon, didn't you?" And of course, Joseph's brother got angry. Again, that he dreamed of them as stars bowing to him. Now the day came that changed Joseph's life. His brother had been gone for a while, with his family large herd of goats grazing grazing them wherever the feed wherever the feeding was good. Jacob said to Joseph, "Find your brothers and bring me back a report on your health of the herd." Joseph left immediately. Finally, he saw his family herd in the distance. His brother also saw Joseph coming towards them, and their old angry stirred again. They decided to kill Joseph out here in the fields far from home. But one of the brothers, Reuben, did not hate Joseph enough to want to kill him. He said, "No, my brothers, we do not want his blood on our hands. We only want him out of the family. Therefore, let's put him down a deep hole and leave him there." After raging arguments, the brother voted that Reuben was right. The hole would be best. The result would be the same for them, but they would not have to actually kill their brother. Reuben was glad to hear this decision because he planned to come back alone later and rescue Joseph from the hole. When Joseph reached his brother, all their plan was made. They even found a hole. They tore off the colorful coats that their father had given to Joseph. They dumped Joseph into the hole. Pleased with themselves, they sat down to eat. As Joseph's brother ate, they enjoyed watching the travelers on the road near them. Most people on the road were traders with lines of helping and camels heading for Egypt. Some of the helpers were slaves. One of the brothers suddenly said, "We could do better with Joseph." And Reuben reminded us, "We are all the same flesh, so let's not be responsible for harming him, even indirectly. After all, he may starve there, or a wild animal may attack him. Instead, we will sell him." There was shouts of approval at this brilliant idea. A trader would pay a big sum for a strong slave like Joseph, and they would all be innocent of causing Joseph's death. Reuben was sent at once to get Joseph from the hole, but Reuben ran back to the Reuben ran back to them. White face, eyes big. He's gone. The hole is empty. Bitter at having cheated himself of a profit, the brothers did not know what had happened. Then they overheard a trader boasting to some others who had stopped to eat. "Today I am a very lucky man," said the trader. "I found a healthy young boy in a hole not far from here. I went I went to a lot of trouble pulling him out, but it was worth it. I stopped a wealthy merchant with many camels and slaves who was on his way to trade in Egypt. He gave me 20 pieces of silver for this boy." Think of it, 20 pieces of silver for something I just happened to find. It was time for Joseph's brothers to return home with their goats, and without either Joseph or 20 pieces of silver, they worried about explaining Joseph absent to their father. Then one of them remembered Joseph's coats of many colors and told the others his idea. Again, Reuben was sent on an errand. This time he was successful, for he found Joseph's coat that had been torn off him. When Reuben returned with the coat, the other brothers killed a young goat. They tore the coat more and dipped it in blood of the dead goat. When the brothers reached home, they gave Joseph's bloody torn coat to Jacob. This is my this is my Jacob. This is my Joseph coat," gasped Jacob. What had happened to him? With sound face, his son told him Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Jacob cried and cried for Joseph, and no one could comfort him. Jacob said, "I will mourn for my son Joseph all my life." That's it. So that was Love and Hatred in a Family from 1990. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.